The Ohio State Buckeyes are national champions for the first time since 2014. What's up, everyone? Joe Plotchik, Ryan Croak, happy to have you with us on this College Football National Championship segment. Guys, Joel, I know you're kind of sad as a Penn State fan that the Buckeyes are champions, but they had a great run. They beat all their opponents. They had arguably the toughest schedule in the playoffs, beat all their opponents by double digits: Tennessee, Oregon, Texas, and then Notre Dame. What are your first reactions to this championship game?
First off, Jake, I'd like to congratulate the Buckeyes. They had a gauntlet of a run, and they came out on top. Like, you got to hand it to them. My first reaction to the game, Ohio State was the more talented team. It's as simple as that. When you have guys playing at the level of receiver Jeremiah Smith and safety Caleb Downs, you're expected to win. And I will say I was extremely impressed with Riley Leonard's performance. Just gutsy. 3 touchdowns. Incredible stuff.
Yeah, he really gave it his all. Got to give him a lot of props. And my takeaway is pretty much the exact same as yours.
Yeah.
Ohio State was just simply better at every position, and it really showed in the game.
We'll stick with you, Ryan. A lot of X factors, a lot of key plays, key players. What are you going with?
I'm going with Chip Kelly's play calling, and I'm going with the defense in general. I mean, both of them. Chip Kelly that was a masterclass that he put on last night. No punts until 6.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter in the national championship game.
Crazy.
That's pretty impressive. And then the Ohio State defense. After that first Notre Dame drive, you were watching the game together, Joel. We were both like, okay, they have a chance here. That was a really good first drive they put together. 18 plays, 75 yards, 10 minutes taken off the clock. They were running the ball pretty much the whole time, and they had a lot of success. After that drive, their next 3 drives total, 11 plays, 11 total yards, and lasted a combined 5 minutes. Their run game got completely eliminated by Ohio State, and that was the determining factor. In that span between that first scoring drive and then the next one they had, which was all the way in the third quarter, Ohio State put up 31, and that was it.
It's crazy. Crazy. You know, it's hard for me to pick one piece from that all-around performance like Ryan's talking about, but I think Will Howard was the X factor. I really do. You look at Howard, he had a national championship record 81 completion percentage, and he did a great job extending drives with his legs especially. And I think his consistently really reflected in the stat sheet. Ohio State 9 for 12 on third down. That's just huge when you play against a great defense like that.
Well, I'm sure Will Howard's stock is definitely going up. Another guy whose stock's going up, it's Marcus Freeman, taking Notre Dame back to the championship game for the first time for Notre Dame since 2012. Joel, we'll look at you now. A historic season for this program for Marcus Freeman, for the Fighting Irish, but some miscues. What could have the Fighting Irish done better to come out with the win?
Yeah, Jake, they had a spectacular year, and in terms of what they could have done better, you just can't play behind against Ohio State. We've seen it throughout the entire playoffs. That's where the Buckeyes thrive. And I think it comes to the Notre Dame defense not playing well enough on third down. Again, I think that's what it is. And then, yeah, what do you think, Ryan?
I think the one moment that stuck out to me, obviously the offense struggled, but that field goal decision. 10 minutes left in the game. They spent 5 minutes on that drive. The one turnover they got, the Ibuka fumble, they come away empty because Jeter misses the field goal. I personally would have gone for it there. I mean, you agree that we both would like to see better play calling in that goal-to-go situation. Some just questionable play calls, not trying to get close to the goal line to set up a manageable fourth.
Yeah, for that decision, I mean, I don't think it was a terrible call from Freeman. But the fade on 2nd and goal, you set up Leonard for an obvious 3rd and goal passing situation. Should have played the yards game. I completely agree with you, Ryan.
Well, they weren't able to come out on top, but they were down 31-3, came all the way back. Got to give them props for continuing to fight. But that'll be all. Congrats once again to Ohio State. Let's send it now to Sean and Andrew for the Premier League.